everybody, Laura here. So today I am doing a project and I came across a video on YouTube, and I know that I'm really late to the game. I noticed it was something that I guess had kind of went around a little bit probably a year ago or so, and it's called the Honey Slim Pickens Challenge. I have not been challenged or anything like that, but like I said, I came across a video, thought it looked interesting, and thought I would play along and just have some fun. It got me to create. So the challenge, I believe, was started by a woman named Allie Brown, and I'll try to link the original, I guess, video of when it had all started in the description box. But the challenge was to get either, your spouse or someone that you love to go into your craft space and choose 5 items, and then you need to create an art journal page with that. So I asked my husband to go into my craft space and choose out 5 items, and he chose out the 5 items that I had originally had just at the beginning of the video. I did bring in, however, the Dylusions ink pad set, because he had chose 2 stamps, this blue metallic luster, some crazy masking tape, and these coffee stickers. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. It really just doesn't turn out as going together. Surprisingly, the project did come together, and I was satisfied with how it came out, but definitely a challenge. I do my like pick 5 videos where I choose 5 items, but those, I generally am able to go in there and kind of pick out items that I think will go together. Those are just pulling out, and sometimes they don't, but this was definitely a challenge. So what I did, he picked out a wooden stamp that said "Bless the Lord." So I stamped that in the blue, and then I decided to put the metallic luster over the top. And the color of that metallic luster is Cosmic Blue. And I'm working in this small, like sketchbook journal. I think I got it at Walmart just for a few dollars. I haven't really worked in it much, but whenever I saw the items that he had chose out for me, I thought I definitely wanted to work on a smaller scale for sure. So I did choose to work in this smaller book. So I just went back and stamped the sentiment "Blessed be the Lord." I'm sorry. Again, because I did kind of lose it a little bit when I decided to cover the entire page with the metallic luster. And then I'm just going to take that masking tape and put it down the side of the page. That's a pretty pattern, and it does kind of go well with the blue. At first I wasn't sure how everything was going to look together, but it looks okay together. It's not a complete and total clash. So I put that down the side, and then he chose out another wooden stamp that is a penguin wearing a Christmas hat. So I know that whenever he was choosing his items, I left him in there to choose on his own. I didn't want to influence him at all. Here you'll see, I think he's about to come into the video here in a second. Oh, not yet. So I took the penguin stamp, and I'm just trying to find something to stamp that onto so I can cut it out, because I knew it wasn't going to stamp well onto the journal page. So I'm just going to stamp that in the black. And I just grabbed a little Rolodex card. I have a Rolodex sitting on my desk, and I try to work on it every now and again. So I just pulled out one of those, and to cut it out, I did edit me cutting this out. It took me a few minutes. And when I cut it out, I kind of cut the penguin's hat, so it just looks like he's wearing a hat and not necessarily a Santa hat. Just to make it a little bit better. So let's see. Okay, so here I'm talking to my husband. He came up, and you'll see him point in a second. He was saying that I had cheated because I brought in the ink pad. And I said, well, you've given me 2 wooden stamps, but nothing to stamp it with, so I had to bring in the ink pad. And then I'm telling him that I couldn't stamp with the metallic luster. So, here in a second you'll see. And I'm showing him that, like, I'll even attempt. I wasn't positive, but I showed him, like, it's not stamping. You can't stamp with the metallic luster. It's just not working out. So then he was finally like, okay, well, fine. But, he's, and it was all fun and games. Like, he wasn't being, like, crazy about it or anything. But I was just like, you can't stamp with metallic luster. Like, I had to bring it in. I was like, you chose 2 wooden stamps and no ink. So, and then these coffee stickers, I got these at the Dollar Tree fairly recently. Probably within the last few months they've had them. And I'm just going to be sticking those down. And they have some foam on them already, but the book, with it being a small book, I didn't want it to be too bulky just in the future, so I tried to cut down a little bit on some of the foam that was on the back of these and cut those off or tear them off. So it was really fun to do this challenge, just to have him go in there. He knows about some of the stuff, my craft items and things like that, but just to have him go in there and choose. And like I said, I didn't go in there with him. I didn't want to influence his choices or anything, and just let him go free and go through and pick whatever he wanted. So it was a lot of fun. And then I have a couple of videos coming up as well, because this was on a Sunday and we were all kind of just hanging out at the house and the kids were there. So I chose him to choose my first 5 items, but when I completed this project, my daughter decided that she wanted to choose 5 items for me to work with, and then my son chose 5 items as well. So I do have a couple more of these videos that will be coming out that I'll get edited, and it was just a lot of fun just having your loved ones go into your craft space and just pick out some items and to kind of see what they choose, and what you can create with it. So it was a lot of fun. And I included a couple of pictures at the end, but this is my final project or product. And after it all, my husband was like, you didn't use all of the stickers. He wanted me to use the entire thing of stickers, and I was like, no. So thank you all for watching, and be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.